Warriors, we welcome you into ESPN Plus. My name is Gabe Baker, joined along by my partner Hannah Williford. And Hannah, there's a great game on tap here. So much on the line. Winner will play Long Beach State on Monday here in McAvelli Center.
Exactly. They are battling to make it to that national championship spot. The Hawaii Rainbow Warriors defeated Penn State in 4 sets. They won the first, dropped the second, and then finished it off in the final 2 sets in order to make their way here. The UCLA Bruins, the 3rd seed, they swept Belmont Abbey in 3 sets, and that's how they landed out here today. Like you said, we've got a great matchup ahead of us, super competitive, and pretty soon we will find out who will be playing Long Beach State in the national championship.
Bourne, Rowan, McQuiggan, Robinson, Kelly, and Rama rounds out the crew for UCLA, and then the starters for Hawaii: Warren, Neusterer, Todd, Kearney, Rosenthal, and Sakanoko for the Bows.
I have never been in a volleyball environment quite like this. The Hawaii fans, it's hard to explain how well-traveled they are. They brought a band. They brought cheerleaders. Before the game, they had every single Hawaii cheerleader go to every single fan in the crowd and give them a fist bump. A solid showing of UCLA fans as well, but I'm not going to lie. The Cavelli Center right now is dominated by the color green representing the Rainbow Warriors.
The Cavelli is rocking. First serve gonna go to the Rainbow Warriors, and up to serve for them is the sophomore setter from Austin, Texas, Trent Rosenthal. Semifinal action underway between UCLA and Hawaii. Right off rip, tipped into the table. Kept alive somehow by Sakanoko. And a kill from Ben Kearney.
That's a way for Hawaii to get things started. They certainly have the energy and momentum of the entire arena backing them up. Let's see how they can use it to their advantage.
Nice dig out there by Kelly. Swatted to the ground by Robinson to even up 1-1.
Robinson currently leads the team in kills. He averages over 3.5 kills per set while hitting .391. His hitting percentage is 11th best nationally.
Swung on, blocked out of bounds. Kill going to be credited to Kearney, his second already.
Kearney off to a hot start. The freshman Finn Herney led the Warriors with 16 kills and a season-high 4 aces as they faced Penn State on Thursday.
Adrian Ward with the serve, bounces back, and that's going to be an ace.
Just like we said, had a season-high 4 aces on Thursday. 3 of those came from the opening set, so he's already on his way to repeating that again tonight.
Ward, the freshman outside here from Lyon, France. It's a set from Rowan. Spike down to the ground, diving effort. That's not going to be enough, though.
That kill will go to Kelly.
Andrew Rowan back to serve for the Bruins. Junior setter from New San Clemente, California. That's going to be an error on him. Warriors up 2 on the Bruins. Out to the other side, Curtin Neusterer, junior middle blocker from Indianapolis, Indiana. Standing at 6'9".
Neusterer was solid against Penn State as well. He had 17 kills and hit for .667, but service error will give the point to the Bruins.
For UCLA, as you mentioned, swept Damon and then took care of business against Belmont Abbey to get here. It's a serve from Robinson. Set from Rosenthal. Swung on the back line. Now near closer to the top, and that's going to be an attacking error on Kelly, and it actually went off of the fingertips of a Rainbow Warrior. And you saw head coach Charlie Wade step up for a second just for clarification.
Exactly, because on the line judge called that one out, but there was actually a touch on that, so.
Tie game. Backward set from Rosenthal. Sakanoko with a swing that gets blocked. On UCLA's side, though, swing. Sakanoko gets a touch on it. Swinging it over. Out of bounds was Kearney. Going to be an attacking error on him. Bruins take the lead for the first time tonight.
So much to play for UCLA. They have reached at least the semifinal round in the last 4 seasons. Looking this time to make it to the championship.
That serve hit back. Got to get it over. Sakanoko over the triple block. Tips it over again. The set is smacked down by Cameron Ford. We talk about the appearances that Hawaii's made. UCLA, back-to-back champs, looking for the three-peat.
Exactly, and they're playing pretty strong when they're in this environment that is absolutely surrounded. Anything you can hear on your TVs at home, I promise it's not doing it justice how loud it is in here.
How about an ace from Robinson, the NBSF Player of the Year? That's going to be the first time out of this match. Hawaii's going to call it. Bruins up 7-4 here. 7-4 in the Cavelli in Columbus, Ohio. Bruins lead, and they forced Hawaii to take a quick timeout.
They did. Hawaii down 3 early on, needed a minute to regroup. UCLA just playing so clean, a really balanced attack. 4 kills, no errors so far. Add an ace to the mix.
That's Robinson's second already, and we're just in the beginning stages of set 1.
Robinson, as we said, known for his hitting percentage on the team, leads the team in kills, has one of the best hitting percentages nationally. But how about those aces? Like you said, 2 aces already this early in set 1.
It's his third of a tournament, had 1 against Belmont Abbey. Swing from Kearney, popped up on the near side. Here's Robinson with the swing and the kill.
Robinson's second kill of the set. This first set starting to just slip through the fingers of Hawaii. They're down 5 early on and have already used one of their timeouts. That timeout that they used will count as the media timeout. They will keep playing through that 15-point media timeout.
Swing from Kearney, tip to the back line. Set and attack crossed by Ford, and it stays on Hawaii's side. We saw this against Penn State as well. Hawaii got off to a somewhat slow start, but then really rallied back.
Exactly. You know, don't let the way that they start make you think that they can't finish strong, because like you said, this is a little bit how things looked against Penn State. They actually dropped the second set to Penn State.
It's going to be a service error on Robinson. 10-5, Bruins lead.
It's the second service error for UCLA, and now it's all about how the Warriors can capitalize on that.
Ball is in the hands of freshman outside hitter Finn Kearney, Phoenix, Arizona. Swung on, blocked back by Sakanoko and Todd. You can hear it, Hannah, every single point that Hawaii scores, the crowd going wild.
Absolutely wild, and unfortunately, Hawaii not able to use that to their advantage. With a service error, they'll hand that one back over to UCLA. Holding on tight to that 5-point lead.
Against Penn State, Hawaii out-aced the Nittany Lions 10-4. Set from Rosenthal, swing from Kearney, and it's going to be a Bruins point on the attacking error, just a little too much on it.
Hawaii has not even had a chance to really establish their offense yet. They have 2 attacking errors, 2 service errors, and only 2 kills so far.
Junior middle blocker from Hollywood, Florida, Cameron Bournemouth. And that's going to be a dump by Rosenthal.
Talk about establishing your offense. That'll do it. Rosenthal dumps it over.
Couldn't even get a city name out before Rosenthal gets there with the dump.
Exactly. In case you're just tuning in and didn't catch the first match of the night, Long Beach State has advanced.
Infraction on the Rainbow Warriors, and Bruins up 6.
Looks like his foot might have just crossed that service line when he went to make his toss. And those are the types of mistakes you can't afford to make when you're down early in the first set.
Here's a spot down, quick attack. That time from the freshman Justin Todd.
First kill of the night for Justin Todd.
Todd, 2023 first team All-American for the AVCA. You can hear the JT chants within the Cavelli. Set swung down back onto UCLA's side. Whistle going to be called and point going to be awarded to the Bruins.
Net violation again, as I said. Hawaii beating themselves a little bit. Those types of errors you can't afford to make. Faulting on a serve, net violation.
Freshman outside hitter, all MBSF honorable mention team Sean Kelly. One with the serve there. Swung on a cross, dive that gets over the net somehow. I can't believe it, Sean Kelly.
A little bit of miscommunication. Neustrer of Hawaii, he put his hands over his mouth there when he let that one drop. Down 7 now. They've already used one of their timeouts. They're going to try to play through this a little bit longer.
See Kelly again. That one skips over the net. And the freshman outside hitter does it again. Bruins extend their lead to 8.
Kelly aces on that one. It took the perfect roll off the net, dropped just in front of that 10-foot line.
And serve from Kelly. Set up from Rosenthal. Swing blocked back. Dive from Rosenthal and another dive from Kearney. Bruins get another point.
And it looks like that's going to be enough for the Rainbow Warriors. They're going to go ahead and use their second timeout already.
And UCLA up 17-8 here in the first set. Commanding lead led by Sean Kelly. We'll be right back on ESPN+. Up 9 in set 1. Have a commanding lead over the Rainbow Warriors. And Hawaii kind of shooting themselves in the foot.
Exactly, and you know, the Bruins are playing strong. They're hitting 607 kills, only 1 error, but the Warriors also beating themselves. 3 attacking errors, 3 service errors, not to mention you add in a net violation and a footfall on the serve. That's the difference of this first set.
Take out by Sakanoko. Swing gets over the double block. On the Bruins side now. Swing blocked back the Bruins way. And a spike that goes way too far out of bounds. Andrew Rowan with the attacking error. Bo's getting the ball.
There we go. The Warriors fight their way out of that one. They get the coach's point out of the timeout. No timeouts left, though. So they have to give it all they have to fight their way back point by point as they trail by 8.
Right, Rosenthal with the serve. Set. Robinson tries tipping it over, sent back his way. Swing from Kelly up the chest of Joy. Blocked back again after a swing. And the Bruins get another.
That was a great dig by Choi. As you said, bounced off his chest, but the rest of the Warriors a little bit stagnant on defense as we'll get another look, just struggling to make any movement to keep that ball in play.
Ito David checking in for the Bruins. In the 2023 NCAA Championship, had a lot of big plays against this Rainbow Warriors squad. That's the last time these two teams have faced each other. Serve from David goes over the Bows. Hawaii reaches double digits.
The Warriors now have 4 kills and 4 errors, so their hitting percentage is 0. Important to note, though, that this team is very capable.
Adrian War comes back with the service error of his own. UCLA, coached by John Hawks, his first season at the helm. Last coach, Loyola Chicago, a team that was also a tournament team here on Thursday. Andrew Rowan with the serve. Set, and the swing hard on the ground, Adrian Ward.
Adrian Rohr gets on the board with his first kill of the night. Right now, the Warriors have more overall errors than they have points.
There's Kanayo Wade with the serve. At the line, spikes back. Morofis set. Here comes Kearney, gets over the double block. Set up, swung on by Robinson. Rosenthal has to go back. Sakanoko tips it over this time. Then a swing that hits the outside corner, out of bounds. That was from Rama. You get to see Kai Noah Wade back to serve. Freshman opposite. He's coming in big moments to serve. Here's a spike down that time by Zach Rama.
Zach Rama coming into tonight was second on the team with 301 kills. He averages more than 3 kills per set and is hitting .327 on the season. So he's a super reliable attacker for the Bruins.
All AVCA second team, also all MPSF first. As we go down the list for both teams, a lot of players make those lists.
Exactly. We don't even have time to name them all, and that just goes to show how accomplished both of these teams are. To be able to make it here to this game tonight is a huge honor.
Certainly was. Bruins gonna get the point. That's a nice roll shot by Sakanoko, though.
Bruins leading by almost 10. Haven't even had to use a timeout yet. Breezing through set number 1.
For UCLA, you definitely want to hold the momentum rolling into set number 2. Here's Cooper Robinson. Rosenthal to Sakanoko with the tip. Everyone recovers. Tipped back into Hawaii's own way. Thorne with the set. Another. Robinson slamming it down right at Rosenthal.
Robinson with his 4th kill already tonight, 10th kill as a team for the Bruins.
We're going to get a sub. Sakanoko coming out.
They're going to put in Clay Whiter for his first appearance of the night.
Bruins 3 points away from taking set number 1, but they get Hawaii 1 closer after the service error from Cooper Robinson. Freshman outside hitter Finn Kearney, 6'5" from Phoenix, Arizona. Set from Rowan, tipped downwards by Rama.
Zach Rama, 3 kills, makes it look easy as he pushes it down.
For and out, leaning in for his first serve of this semifinal matchup. Bruins up 10. Righty swing, goes over the Bows defense. So Hawaii with another chance.
Bruins have now racked up 5 service errors of their own. But Weeder, who subbed in just moments ago, is going to get his first serve action of the set.
Up to by Rowan, upstairs by Kelly. And we have a match point.
Set point already for UCLA. They have a little fan section of their own with some blue pom-poms and some signs, and they're up on their feet right now.
Set point, Zach Rama with the serve. Back, gotta get it over. Todd's able to. We're gonna see a hard swing. That goes off with joy. Over into the scorer's table. Giving it live is Rosenthal, but the point gonna be credited to the Bruins as they take set one, 25-15.
That first set only lasted 24 minutes. The Bruins absolutely breezed through it, coming out on top. We'll step aside before set two. We'll be right back on ESPN+.
Time for set two here on ESPN+. Gabe Baker joined alongside by Hannah Williford. And Hannah, UCLA taking the first set 25-14. Their offense was humming.
They were absolutely on a roll, unstoppable. 13 kills, only 3 attacking errors, but like we said, a 24-minute first set, almost unheard of when playing a Final Four game. Now, as for Hawaii, they have to clean up their errors all the way across the board. Blocking errors, service errors, attacking errors. Not to mention, we had a couple net violations. So Hawaii, I understand they probably feel the pressure of having all of these fans showing out for them, being so well-traveled. They've got the band here. They've got the cheerleaders here. So maybe they were able to get those jitters out in the first set, and they have to dial in here in the second if they want to compete with UCLA, because the Bruins absolutely on a roll.
In the first set, Hawaii, their hit percentage, 48. UCLA, 417. And that was a big difference maker in the first set.
Yeah, that'll tell you all you need to know right there. Hawaii never even really got to have their offense set. They were led by Finn Kearney. He had 2 kills. But that's just not quite enough as the Bruins will get this second set going. That's going to be Sean Kelly with the serve.
Outside hitter from Manhattan Beach, California. First point going to be awarded to the Warriors in set 2.
UCLA gets a touch on that one. They're able to laugh it off. But hey, getting this first point was probably so important for the Warriors to really set the standard of how they want to play in the second set.
Finn Kearney with the serve. Tip over, goes off of the chest of Todd. It's going to be a kill for the Bruins.
First kill of the second set for the Bruins. Now Sean Kelly has 4 kills of his own right alongside Cooper Robinson, but that service error will put Hawaii in the lead.
6'11" middle blocker Sean McQuiggan credited with the service error there. On the other side for the Bows now, Justin Todd. (2-1) early in set 2. That one skips over, barely on the net. Fight there at the net as well. Bounced over, and Ford just catches it. Didn't seem like anyone was really in position there on the UCLA side to return it.
Right, which is uncharacteristic for them because their defense and rotation has been rock solid thus far. The Warriors feeding off the energy now, but there's another service error that is going to give it right back to UCLA. I don't think anyone was quite expecting that first set.
The back-to-back champs came out roaring. We'll see if they do the same in set 2. Skied up in the air. Troy has to hit it close to the net. Triple block from the Bruins, and failing to get his footing was Neusterer on that. Kind of just slid up.
a little collision between Rohr and Neusterer. As we'll get another look here, they just sort of back into each other. And Neusterer isn't able to break through to get underneath that ball.
Turn over, and it's off the hands of Rohr. It's going to be an ace for Rowan.
Rowan will get his first ace of the night. But he's in good company. Robinson already has 2, and Kelly has 1 of his own. So that's 4 aces for UCLA.
It's really been one of the storylines so far in this match. The ball goes over. Got to hit it back. Forn with the set. Double set at that. Spiked over. Choi dives and falls. Rosenthal has to get it across now. Spiked down to the ground. And the Rainbow Warriors, even though they were out of system, got the point.
Hustle and effort from the Warriors. Choi diving. You'll see him on the left-hand side of the screen running back into the frame after he dove head first to keep that ball in play.
Choi, definitely one of the best liberos in the country. That'll be a service error on Rosenthal.
Number 11, Cooper Robinson at the service line.
You get to see Cooper Robinson serving now in the rotation. MPSF Player of the Year. Also had a .367 hitting percentage, which led the conference. Serve is up. Gonna be an error. Time to see Adrian Rohr. Serve with a lot of speed. Just goes right back over a Choi to Rosenthal on the spike. Double lock. That's going to go out of bounds. Credit points to the Bows.
The Warriors break through on that one. They have 4 kills so far in the second set. Keep in mind, they had 5 kills in the entire first set. So this is improvement.
Serve goes into the strings. Rohr.
Number 1, Cameron Thorne.
Now we see Grand Canyon transfer Cameron Thorne at the service line for the second time tonight. All MPSF first team. As he gets the ace.
And there we go. They'll go service error for service error.
Correction, service error. Reason why we see Kurt Neusterer with the ball right now. Service error to service error to service error now. 1 from UCLA, 2 from Hawaii.
All tied up 7-7. A much more competitive second set. This is more so what we would expect from these 2 top quality teams. Hawaii, the number 2 seed in this tournament. UCLA, 3rd seed.
Backward set, kill credited to Kainoa Wade. Bruins really just ran out of real estate there, too.
They did make that 5 kills so far for Hawaii. They have tied what they were able to do in set 1.
Tipped and thrown down by Kelly. That'll be his 5th kill tonight. Leads this Bruins squad.
Looking out into the crowd, you really just see a sea of green. You can see a little bit of it behind Kelly as he goes up to serve.
Swung on by Kearney. And how about that accuracy on his swing? Almost 4,500 miles is what separates University of Hawaii from the Ohio State University, where the location is at tonight.
Yeah, so that's not a quick trip to come support.
Service error on the Bows again.
UCLA server number 10, Sean Quinn.
We're going to see a challenge now on the floor. As it stands right now, both teams are tied 9-9, but we're going to look it over.
Hawaii challenge ruling on the last play.
Now, how this works with the challenges, each team starts the match with 3 challenges each. If they don't agree with the way a play is called, they can challenge. If the call is overruled, they get to keep their challenge card. If not, they lose it. Now, if you go into a 5th set, each team is awarded 1 additional challenge card. However, you just cannot exceed 3 challenge cards in your possession at one time. So they'll take their time to deliberate this challenge. They've got all the high quality technology. They are challenging whether or not this ball was in or out. If you're asking me, it looks to me like it does bounce on the line. And they're going to say that it did. That ball was in. That call is overturned. Hawaii will now lead 10-8. So Hawaii gets to keep their challenge card because the call was overruled in their favor. That goes to show you right there how important it is to use those challenge cards. It just went from 9-9, and now it's 10-8.
Almost identical placement on where Cole Hartke had it earlier for Pepperdine, where we also saw a challenge go in the Waves' favor. There's this set. Tipped across is Robinson. Rosenthal sets up his man war. Goes out as the Bruins get the kill. Rainbow Warriors up 1.
McQuiggan will head back to the line to serve. He does have 1 service error so far tonight.
MPSF honorable mention team last year met at the net. It was Robinson and Rosenthal. And the MPSF Player of the Year is going to win that.
A quick little joust, but Robinson comes out on top. UCLA ties it back up.
McQuiggan once more. Swung on by Wade. Diving effort from McQuiggan. Tipped down is Ford.
Thorne, 3 kills on the night. UCLA is so in sync. The chemistry on this team, it's been so evident. And the program as a whole, they know how to build chemistry among their players, but it just shines.
Robinson and Rosenthal met at the net again. Still alive, though. Whistle going to be called. Point credited to the Bruins.
We've got a net violation by the Rainbow Warriors. Again, they had a net violation in that first set as well. So those types of errors that they just can't afford.
Here's in the middle, spike down, double block by the Bruins with Ford and Robinson up front. Here's Wade with the swing and triple block. Ford, Robinson, and Rowan, all 3 players which were first-team All-Americans.
And that right there is going to force the Rainbow Warriors to call a timeout. They don't want this second set to get away from them anymore. So we'll go ahead and step away as well. We'll be right back on ESPN+.
Bruins take the lead up 3 against the Rainbow Warriors. And the last play we saw before the timeout, the All-American block.
You know, I think nothing gets a team more fired up than a successful block like that. That seems to be the case for UCLA. Up by 3 in the second set after they dominated the first set.
Smack to the ground for the kill is War.
Roar gets his 4th kill of the night, and Hawaii staying in this second set.
Thought about a mop up for a second by the Belmont Abbey logo. Looks like it's good enough.
Here we go. Now the crowd is roaring again, just in case you can't hear.
Set. Horn fakes a spike and swatted down. That time by Rama.
And with that kill, Zach Rama just took the lead to have 6 kills, the most among any player on either side of the court tonight. Zach Rama, back row attack.
Rowan with the serve. That one low to war. Sub from Rosenthal. Spike down to the ground. Still kept alive somehow. Rosenthal tries to dump it over. And he is able to. Really just was a pinball back in the air there for a moment.
Exactly, and I had a feeling that after that one played out, if UCLA came away with the point, Hawaii was going to challenge that. That ball actually did hit the ground and it wasn't kept in play. I could tell by the fan reaction as well.
Set to the swing from Robinson, goes off of the hands of Choi.
Right down the line for Robinson, who has 0 errors tonight. UCLA's offense has been so efficient as a team. They're hitting .485, 19 kills, make that 20 with Robinson's last one in only 3 errors.
There's a serve from Robinson. Rosenthal over to Wade. Back to Robinson. At the net with the swing is Kelly. Wade tries to get over the block. Now Forn with a set. Over to the other side and knocked down on the net. Hawaii's point.
Hawaii led early on in this second set, but ever since then, UCLA has taken control. But so much improvement from Hawaii. 8 kills in this second set.
Forn with the slam. That one pointed right at the feet of Rosenthal. Pretty tough to react to a swing that comes in that hot.
We'll get another look at it as well, especially when there's nothing from the block to take off any of that power. Rosenthal wasn't even low enough to get underneath that one.
6'9" Neustrer wasn't able to get a block. That's going to be a service error from David, who just recently checked in. We'll see Forn come back in for him. On the other side, Louis Sakinoko going to be the one at the service line.
This is his first appearance in the second set. He was actually subbed for by Whiter back in set 1. So he's coming back in for his first appearance to serve.
Swung down by Robinson. Attacking error. Just like that, we got a 1-point set.
We have to give all the credit to Hawaii because after being defeated in set 1 and really unable to claw their way back in, they have played strong here in set 2. They have made it competitive.
That one going to get a touch from the Warriors defense. Kelly going to be credited for the kill. If you're UCLA right now, how do you try to hold the lead against Hawaii?
You know, UCLA has to keep their offense going. The way it was in set number 1, they had 13 kills. They've got 9 right now, so they are on pace.
Jump over by Rowan. Set to the ground that time. Hawaii gets the kill. Adrian Rohr.
There we go. Rohr. Kill number 5 on the night. He does have 4 attacking errors, though. But hey, that's a step in the right direction.
Rohr making All-American first in their AVCA. Hawaii back-to-back points.
That one goes to freshman Finn Kearney. Hawaii has tied it up 17-17.
Kainoa Wade back of the line for Hawaii once more. It's Set serve to the back line. Swatted down, opposite side, kill for Kelly, his 7th. Hannah, Kelly right now hitting at a .556 percentage.
Kelly doing an outstanding job. He has 6 kills, but he has a lot of support behind him. Robinson also has 6 kills. Rama right there with him with 6. Now Ford, 4 kills on the night, no errors, hitting perfect. So a lot of depth in this UCLA offense, and it's really working to their advantage.
Here's Kearney. Goes off of the hands of Aziz. Robinson tries to tip it back, gets rejected, still on the Bruins side. Now swung down, blocked that time by Todd and Kearney. UCLA yet to call a timeout in this match so far.
They really haven't needed to. Haven't pulled a challenge card either. Hawaii, they did pull a challenge, and the call was overturned, so both teams still have 3.
Still kept alive. Double block on end. That time by McQuiggan and Robinson. It seems like one big part of why UCLA's offense has been playing so well has really been their blocking up front.
Exactly. You know, strong offense starts with strong defense, so they've been able to set themselves up.
Back is cleaning. Gonna be a service error. Gives the ball back to the Bows and tie game once more. They're going to have a switch at the line. Sophomore outside hitter Kai Taylor from Costa Mesa, California. Back to serve.
You never want to get behind 2-0 in a close matchup like this. So Hawaii has everything on the line to try to come back and take this second set. And they're hanging in there.
They are as of now.
UCLA making it look easy. They're hitting .395, 23 kills on the night. 4 aces so far, 2 of which have come from Robinson.
All-time record, Bruins 27-22 against the Rainbow Warriors. Spike down by Wade, goes off of the hands of Aziz for the kill.
Tied up at 20-20. Rosenthal back to serve. He does have 1 service error on the night.
6'11" sophomore setter. Skipped across. Smacked down off of Wade. Kept alive though. Goes going the other way. Kept alive again. Sent back to Robinson. They got a set and a swing goes off of Wade. Kelly has his name marked all over this game.
And this second set getting down to the wire. Hawaii only has 1 more timeout. They needed to be really strategic about when they use this as we get another look at that big kill by Kelly.
Seems like they've done a great job so far on the Bruins side of things, getting around Neusterer up front. Hit back is Rosenthal, getting it over his War. Kelly smacks it back to the back line. Set and attack again by War, and he's gonna get the kill.
There was a touch by UCLA that'll tie things back up. Roar back behind the service line. He's had some success there tonight. He has an ace of his own, but he also does have 2 service errors, so it's a fine line.
Swinging down is Rama. Now Kearney gets it over 3. Tipping it over is Rama once more, and he gets the kill off of a tip.
Beautiful court vision by Rama. Sends it all the way back to the corner. If UCLA comes up with this point, I think Hawaii is going to have to use their final timeout of the second set.
Neck and neck in the second set. Here's Forn with the serve. Swung down by War, and a kill on the back line.
Hawaii won't have to worry about UCLA coming up with that point. Solid kill. They have 13 kills so far, the Warriors do in this second set. That's more than double what they had in the first. Only 5 kills in the entire first set. They're on their way to triple that.
Hawaii so far in this one, almost up to 200 hit percentage. Gotten it up a lot since set number 1. That's smacked down by McQuiggan, kept alive by War. Spiking it down, but blocked away. Warriors gonna get the point off of McQuiggan and Kelly. That's going to prompt the Bruins to use their first timeout of this match and of the set. Hawaii Rainbow Warriors lead UCLA 23-22 on ESPN+. Bruins, winner of this match, goes on to face Long Beach State on Monday for the championship.
Talk about overcoming adversity and battling through. That has been Hawaii after a disappointing first set. They have come back swinging literally here in the second and have taken the lead down the stretch, 23-22.
Mooster with a serve. He's got a kill today. Smacked down to the ground for the kill, and quickly Sean McQuiggan ties it up.
All tied up. UCLA comes out strong. Rama back to serve now. One of those players that has been all over. 5 digs, a blocking assist, 7 kills.
What a dive by Choi. Keeping that alive. Blocked back. The Warriors. We'll see a second try at it. Kearney gets that over. Now McQuiggan spiked down by Kelly. His 9th kill of the match. That's going to make Charlie Wade and the Rainbow Warriors call their final timeout of the set. UCLA 1 away from taking set 2. Zach Rama at the service line for the Bruins. If UCLA gets to this point, they take the set and go up 2-0 on Hawaii.
Set point. Those Bruins fans, they're loud and ready for this one.
Rama with the serve. Rosenthal with the set backwards. Swung down and blocked. McQuiggan and Kelly send it back for the rejection, and the Bruins have the 2-0 lead.
The Bruins are playing with such synergy. They started out with 13 kills in set 1. That wasn't enough. 14 kills in set 2, but a block will finish off the second set. We'll step away for a break before the third set begins. We'll be right back on ESPN+.
In the NCAA semifinals, winner will take on Long Beach State on championship on Monday. Gabe Baker with Anna Williford, and UCLA looks to be running away with it after a really tightly contested second set.
Exactly. They blew Hawaii out of the water in set 1, but the Rainbow Warriors fought back strong. They battled the entire way through that second set, but UCLA still took it. So now they have such an advantage ahead. 2-0. But the Rainbow Warriors, they don't look like they're going to give up yet. They're going to start with the serve. It's going to be Rosenthal behind the service line.
Haven't given up all year. Hawaii needs to win 3 sets in a row to go to the championship. Set and swing. Touches a Warrior off of a swing of Rama.
So the third set will start with a UCLA kill.
McQuiggan with some key blocks back in the second set. He's one to serve. Swung back by War. Set up forward with some power.
Cameron Thorne, 5 kills of his own. One of those players that's always reliable offensively. 0 errors so far. So he has 5 kills on 5 attempts, which means his hitting percentage is perfect tonight.
Quick set up and goes over into the scorer's table. Flies out of bounds. Warriors get their first point of set 3. Kill going to be credited there for War, who currently leads the team with 7 kills. Here's a set. Fake swing by Thorne and off of a Hawaii defender. Came from Cooper Robinson.
And just like that, UCLA establishing a bit of a lead again.
Rowan at the line. Swung on, clips the net. Didn't lose a lot of speed. There's Kearney. That gets skied up in the air closer to the first line. Tipped over, dive by Choi, and they're going to say it's an attacking error. Thorne calling for the challenge as well.
Now this will be the first challenge that UCLA has used, but it looks like they put that green challenge card right back down. They're going to drop it and keep this set rolling. So the score will stand as is.
You saw the players pleading their case. Goes off of the chest, hits back to the other side of the net. Bruins get the point. And yeah, you could see Thorne and a few other players pleading their case to Hawks, but wants to keep the challenge in his back pocket. Bruins up 2, though, and they get to serve now with Robinson at the line.
When it's so early in the set, it might be best to just keep the momentum going.
That just skied back foot race going into the stands. Rainbow Warriors trying to get it. Really tough angles and a lot of bodies to fight through. That's going to be an ace for Robinson.
Nothing but hustle from the Rainbow Warriors. A bunch of photographers diving out of the way to make room for the players to run that one out, but they just couldn't quite get to it. UCLA with a 3-point lead.
Bodies have been flying everywhere tonight in the semifinals. Rosenthal sets up, swing hard, blocked back. Still kept alive for just a moment longer, but the Bruins going to get the point.
Cavelli Center is still rocking. This is home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. Men's and women's volleyball team. Other athletic programs play here as well. Fencing, men's and women's gymnastics, wrestling.
Popped up, set, swinging, blocked back by 3 Bruin defenders. Warriors will get another chance. That time a kill from War with number 9.
But with that one, they're going to challenge it. UCLA pulls their first challenge card of the match so far.
UCLA challenging the ruling on the last play. In-out challenge.
If you're the Bruins, you don't want Hawaii to gain a whole lot of momentum, especially with what honestly feels like almost a home game for the Rainbow Warriors, 4,500 miles away.
So that was a pretty quick deliberation, and the point is going to stand with Hawaii. So UCLA actually will lose that challenge card. They have 2 remaining. No harm done for them, as they did take sets 1 and 2, but Hawaii back to serve now.
Set, across, tipped, still on the Bruins side, now on the Rainbow Warriors side, and what a mental mistake there from Weeder.
He followed it to where he thought was all the way to the line, but it bounced in right in front of him.
As close to the out-of-bounds line. Thorne serving now. That sky's over the Warriors.
Not the evening that the Warriors had hoped for, but it's not over yet. Like you said, they would have to win 3 straight sets in order to advance to the championship, but that can be done.
Swung down off of Choi. It's going to be a Bruins kill. I know we brought up Kelly so much, but he's just been dominating this game on the offensive end. Now with his 11th kill.
And not to mention only 1 error.
Blocked across, kept alive by Kelly. He's going to swing now with a double block. It's going to be a Rainbow Warriors point from Todd and Rosenthal.
Now this championship tournament as a whole has brought so many fans from across the country out. Here in Columbus, Ohio, they have done everything to make the fans feel welcome. There are food trucks and inflatables outside, a giant volleyball, a photo station. So it's been great to witness everyone out here supporting the game of men's volleyball.
Great experience for everybody. One-on-one at the net, won by the Bruins and Kelly. Although Rosenthal has the 4-inch advantage, Kelly's the one who prevails.
You know, sometimes it's not all about height. Shows his strength there as he wins the joust.
Swatted down by Hazan.
Hazan gets his first kill of the night, and that gets him really fired up. Sometimes all it takes is one to get things rolling.
Hawaii changing up their rotations a little bit. We're seeing more players than we saw initially when they played Penn State in the round on Thursday.
And that's a smart thing to do, to switch things up. Find something that works, as that's a service error for Rosenthal. That's his 2nd on the night.
Bruins up 4 against the Rainbow Warriors. If they win this set, they will face Long Beach State on Monday. Serve floated over. Rosenthal with the set. Spike down, blocked by Thorne. Back on the other end. Double set. Swat down, blocked at the line by Kearney. And another swing. Bruins get it. And that's Rowan.
That kill will go to Andrew Rowan. He gets his first on the night. Every single player for UCLA is really getting themselves in the mix offensively.
Swat down by Ward. Up to the back line. Now to the front. And a kill by Robinson. The disguise there from Thorne. That's worked so well this season for the Bruins.
UCLA starting to run away with this 3rd set. So Hawaii going to call their first timeout and talk things over. We'll step away. We'll be right back.
Bruins up 4. Hawaii starting to come back. Service error. That time on Ward. Rowan at the service line for the Bruins.
Rowan is ace tonight and had an error behind the service line.
Tips on the net. Such an awkward angle. Bruins going to get the point.
Rowan will get his 2nd ace of the night. Ace number 6 for UCLA as a whole.
Well, on that return, too, it was just up and down on the net. It was really tough to get to. You don't see that too often.
You don't. Just didn't take a favorable bounce.
Louis Sakanoko back in for the Rainbow Warriors. He's a big piece to this Hawaii squad. Shot and error.
And now for the Warriors, it becomes all about how they can capitalize on these free points UCLA is handing them. How can they make it work after a UCLA error? So this will bring Hazan back behind the service line.
Gets it up cleanly. Swung down is Kelly. Hits off of Rosenthal. Right back the other way. Smacked down to the ground for the kill just in time.
Thorne didn't mean to send that one over there with his set, as we'll get another look. This is what I mean when I say, how can Hawaii capitalize off of UCLA errors? And they're doing it, staying within this third set.
Set by Thorne, dug out by Kearney. He'll get a swing, and Kearney gets the kill. The bow's starting to go on a little bit of a run.
Kearney with kill number 5. Let's see if Hazan can keep it rolling from behind the service line.
Set spike down by Kelly. Hits War between the legs.
Robinson to serve.
Kelly with 21 total attacks, Rama with 23, Robinson with 17, and then you have the fake outs by Thorne as well. So many places to go if you're UCLA. Rosenthal hits it over to Kearney, goes off of a libero, and then blocked down by Sakanoko and tie.
Sakanoko comes up huge to keep this a 3-point set. If you're just tuning in, UCLA won big in set number 1. It was a close battle in set 2, but UCLA came out on top again. So this is a must-win third set for Hawaii.
Kearney with the serve. Goes over from Robinson. Now a tip from Rama. Kept alive, swung by Kearney. They're going to save. That ball touched the ground.
And it seems like UCLA is keeping their cool. They're not going to call their first time out of the set quite yet. They're going to keep playing this out.
Kearney again. Robinson swings down, and he's going to get the kill.
There was a touch on that one. So Robinson will grab kill number 8. Push UCLA back into a 3-point advantage.
Ito David coming in as well for the Bruins on the line.
We're in the second half of this third set. This match is just cruising right by. They have a lot to play for. They are playing for a spot in that championship game against Long Beach State, who just clinched earlier.
Spike down, blocked on the Bruins side. Does get there again. Jumping by, he's everywhere. Dumped by Rosenthal. And we're within 2. Sophomore outside hitter from Paris, France, standing at 6'5". Louis Sakanoko. Back to serve, trying to get Hawaii within 1 of UCLA. Set by Rowan, hit across quickly on the second swing from McQuiggan.
Sakanoko frustrated with himself just a bit, but it was a great effort to get underneath. He's been a great leader on this team for Hawaii so far, keeping their heads in it as UCLA maintains their lead.
Rama gets the error.
That's been the one area that UCLA has struggled just a bit. 14 service errors, whereas Hawaii only has 11. So one rough spot for UCLA, but everything else has been squeaky clean.
Kai Taylor with a right-handed swing. Hits the net.
Kelly serving for the Bruins.
Sean Kelly with 13 kills, .435 hit percentage. Also leads the team in digs with 7. Has an ace as well. Sakanoko keeps that one up, strikes down, kept alive, hit back to Sakanoko on that back line. Rosenthal with a set. Sakanoko with a tip, gets rejected by McQuiggan.
UCLA's blockers did a great job of reading that one. As I've said, they have such great team chemistry, great communication. And that is what has landed them where they are today and as a program. Like we talked about, they've won back-to-back national championships.
Middle set gets rejected again by McQuiggan. That's going to make Hawaii call their final timeout in the third set. Bruins 5 points away from facing Long Beach State on Monday. Welcome back to the Cavelli. Bruins up 5 over the Rainbow Warriors. If they win this set, they will go on to the national championship.
And they are 5 points away from doing just that.
Kelly with the serve. Down low from War. Rosenthal sets up for Kearney.
But that one hits the antenna. That'll be out. Point Bruins. 4 points away from heading to the national championship. Hawaii has everything on the line here. They are out of timeouts.
Sean Kelly again with the serve, leading the team in kills with 13. Choi set up. War spikes it across with the kill.
Double digits now for Roar, 10 kills. And here we have Rosenthal back behind the line. The setter has 16 assists tonight. 4 digs, 4 kills, and a blocking assist. He has great volleyball IQ. You can tell how badly he wants this.
Skips over the net, somehow kept alive. Set over by Robinson. Here comes War, and that's going to be tough to stop.
Roar with back-to-back kills. Hawaii's not going to go away so easily.
Bruins going to have to call a timeout now. They're up 4 in set 3. But the Rainbow Warriors coming back on ESPN. Hawaii's season on the line here in set 3. Tread Rosenthal at the line. Let's see what he has. Up in the air, set up, tipped instead. Kept up by Choi, blocked back by McQuiggan. Here's a tip from Sakanoko on the Bruins side. Robinson tries getting it over. Double blocked by the Warriors, now knocked across by Kelly. Rosenthal with the setup. Swing from War, out of bounds, and that's going to be another kill for Adrian War.
Roar sticks his tongue out to celebrate that one. 12 kills. A few sloppy plays on each side that had the fans actually laughing at one point in here, but both teams doing everything they possibly could to keep the ball in play. And it turns out in favor of Hawaii. Rosenthal still behind the line serving.
Going to be a service error on War. Bruins 3 points away now from a match with Long Beach State on Monday. And if you're Hawaii right now, 0 timeouts, down 4, you really got to dig deep.
You have to. You have to play like your season is on the line, because it is. They've come this far. They've traveled all the way across the country for this and brought with them an amazing support system. They're not ready to let it go yet.
A lot of mileage and a lot of mileage on that serve. That's going to be an error. Rainbow Warriors pull it within 3.
Number 7, Adrian Ward, the service on.
McQuiggan checking out.
UCLA 3 points away from closing this out.
Serve from War, and that's going to be an ace. His second tonight. The Bruins are going to use their final timeout. We got ourselves a game here in the Cavelli in set 3. John Hawks opts to use his final timeout of this set as Hawaii brings it in within 2.
Roar takes a deep breath before this serve.
He needs to season on the line. Met at the net. Louis Sakanoko getting it done.
Hawaii hanging on. They have battled back. Made it just a 1-point set.
Serve from War, and that goes out back.
For the Bruins, serving Andrew Rowan. He has 2 aces tonight, but he also has 2 service errors.
See what happens here, and it's going to be an error. Cavelli Center getting louder and louder as Hawaii is clawing their way back in set 3.
Cavelli Center has housed a lot of fans these past few days. It was newly built in 2019. This is also where the national championship game will be played in a couple days.
Noah Wade was one on the serve, set up by Rowan on UCLA's side. Robinson spikes it up in the air. Now Robinson over to Kearney, fails to clear the net, and the Bruins are in the set point.
Match point for the Bruins here. They took sets 1 and 2, and now everything is on the line as Robinson goes back to serve. Arguably one of the best servers in the country. 3 aces already tonight.
Cooper Robinson with the game in his hands. On the serve, popped up by War. Rosenthal given away to Kearney. Tipped across, Rowan with the set. Robinson sends it down, and the Bruins will be advancing to the national championship to try to go for the 3-peat.
There are some arguments at center court, but they're going to walk away. UCLA absolutely dominated tonight. They finished it off with 40 kills, led primarily by Sean Kelly, who had 13.
And we're going to see a challenge now, so potentially going to bring this one back.
So they are challenging a potential net violation. So the celebrations happened, a little bit of arguing, and then we're going to see a challenge called and see how this plays out once and for all. So Hawaii challenging if they were in the net on that final attack.
And this is with the season on the line now. If the call stands, the Bruins will be victorious. Maybe one of the biggest calls this season in men's volleyball.
And you know what? Why not pull a challenge in this moment? Like you said, the season is on the line. Everything is on the line. If you have a challenge card to use, pull it.
Here's the call. Bruins will be facing Long Beach State on Monday.
The teams will meet now to shake hands. Here's that final call that there was a potential challenge for being in the net. But that challenge call was no good. UCLA comes out on top. They are headed to the national championship game right here at the Cavelli Center against Long Beach State. That was a hard-fought battle by Hawaii. They brought all of these fans and so much energy. Nothing to hang their heads on after a really solid season. Have to give it to Adrian Rohr tonight. He led the way with 12 kills. He was the only Hawaii player in double digits on the attack.
Well, that's going to do it for us here on ESPN Plus. I was Gabe Baker, and I was joined alongside by Hannah Williford and also by our great ESPN Plus crew. That's going to do it for us tonight in Columbus, Ohio. And the stage has been set. UCLA Long Beach State on ESPN2 this Monday.